So before we can actually get to finding the circumference of circles, we need to know the formula to find the circumference. And in words, it's the circumference, or C, of a circle is equal to the diameter, d, times pi, or 2 times its radius, r, times pi. Well, that sentence doesn't do us much good. We probably want an equation that we can use every single time. So here's how we can think about it. The circumference, or C, is equal to pi times the diameter, or we can think of the circumference as 2 pi r. Because remember, the diameter is twice as long as the radius, so if you're given a radius, you have to multiply it by 2 in order to get the diameter first, and then you're going to multiply that answer by pi. So whenever you're going to be given a problem where you have to find the circumference of a circle, you need to choose which one of these formulas you're going to use. If you're given diameter, you're going to use this formula over here. And if you're given a radius, you're going to use this formula over here. Both of them will get you the right answer, but usually use this one when you have diameter and use this one over here when you have radius. So let's give this a try. We have two examples that we're going to use here, and it says find the circumference of each circle. Use 3.14 for pi. So that means in all of our calculations for these examples, we're going to use 3.14 for pi. So let's look at this first one. We have a circle here, and we have a distance that's given to us, and then we're told that that's 4 feet. So what we need to figure out first is this a radius or is this a diameter? And since it goes from the center of the circle to the edge, we know that that's got to be a radius. So now I'm going to go back and I'm going to look at my two formulas and figure out, do I want this one or do I want this one? Well, since I have a radius, I want the formula that has radius in it. So that means I want this second one, circumference equals 2 pi r. So I'm going to start by writing that down. C equals 2 pi r. Now that I have the formula written down, I'm going to substitute my length for the radius, 4, into this equation. So that means C equals 2 times pi times 4. So now we're going to go to our calculator because we need to multiply 2 and pi and 4. So remember, it doesn't matter what order we multiply, what order we put the numbers into the calculator because we're multiplying. So I'm going to go 2 times 4 equals 8. And then I'm going to take that answer and I'm going to multiply it by 3.14. And I get 25.12. So the answer for the circumference of this is 25.12 feet. So if you were to walk around a circle that had a radius of 4 feet, you would walk 25.12 feet. Let's take a look at our next example. So we have a circle, and they tell us the distance right here, this line, is 63 inches. So, since this is a line that goes from one edge of the circle all the way to the other edge of the circle, this must be a diameter. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to look at my formulas and figure out which one do I want to use if I'm finding diameter. I want to use the first one because this one is with the variable d. So I go back over here, C equals pi times d. And now I'm going to substitute 63 in for d. So C equals pi times 63. We're going to go over to the calculator. 3.14 times 63 equals 197.82. 197.82. Don't forget to label it inches. So if you were to walk around a circle that had a diameter of 63 inches, it would be 197.82 inches.